Yeah, I think we've got the basis of a good squad. Last season we had the basis of a good squad, and obviously we've lost some good players, but I hope to bring some good players in.
And obviously you've got to look forward, haven't you? You've got to look at targets and players you can bring in, as well as the ones you've got here that you want to keep.
Well, I can't look backwards at all. That would be careless of me to do that. But that's what we're concentrating on the players who want to be at the club, and the players who want to commit themselves to the club.
How's pre-season gone so far? Just over a week of having the lads out there on the training ground. What's it been like?
They've all worked very hard, to be honest. You get the normal moans and groans, but not too many. I think they've all enjoyed it. Quite a few trialists who've put in good shifts as well. It's, once the game starts, we can start to have an idea of what our squad's going to take shape of.
I'm speaking to 3 or 4 of the lads this morning, and they've all said the same thing. They're really pleased with how much of the ball they've seen in this first week of training. That's a real cornerstone of your preparations, isn't it?
That's something I've always believed in. Whilst you have to do the hard run, and all lads are prepared to do that, you've still got to be prepared to use the ball, and keep the enjoyment factor there, and keep tangling that carrot of, very soon you're going to be doing this for real and playing football, and that's something that they should love doing.
And it's a similar story with pre-season games, with one of those coming up on Wednesday, only a fortnight after you came back and started things.
Yeah, possibly we're 1 or 2 games shy of where we want to be, and we're still trying to organise a couple of games before the season starts, but once we can get them in place, I think we'll have a fair idea, and we have to then integrate the new players who come into our system.
How much of a difference is there between seeing trialists and potential signings out there on the training pitch and actually out there playing the game?
It's a massive difference. You need to see them in the game to be fair to them, to be fair to yourself.
And in terms of other targets, we're not just talking about players that are here on trial with you, you've got other targets elsewhere. Are we expecting progress with any of those?
I hope so. We can sort something out in the next couple of days. I think maybe 1 or 2 new signings, and then move on from there.
Now, managers that teams get promoted through the playoffs often say, it's difficult to prepare for the new season, we've had the shortest amount of time. Do you subscribe to that with your season having gone on a bit longer? Has that made things a bit more difficult?
Just means you get less holiday. So, you start preparing before the season ends, so there's no difference really.
And just finally, in terms of looking ahead to the season, we're a month away from it all kicking off. This core of players, lads that have just signed contracts, lads that have been here, there's a real determination seems to come through. Is that a positive thing to see, that they're just desperate to get out there?
I think so. I think a few of them are a little bit upset by what's happened with some of the people that they thought, a lot of them are still friends, but, I think they feel a little bit let down by them. And they'll have a point to prove to them. And hopefully they'll do it in the right way.
And can that be a motivation? Can that drive players on to somebody like Alan Burton, who signed a contract this morning? This is your chance.
Well, you can use any motivation you can, to try and whatever makes someone tick. Obviously, for players like Berto, his objective is to try and get into the team. He might welcome players leaving.